Check this out. This woman is seriously amazing, living all alone out in the big mountains. Ever since she got that three-wheeled bike, her work has gotten way more efficient. Today she went to the chicken farm and picked up a truckload of hens, making a nice fat profit. The woman was once again riding her trusty old three-wheeled bike, cruising along the mountain road, heading toward her destination for the day. Her eyes were focused. The cargo bed was completely empty, but she already had a full day's work planned out in her head. Today she wasn't here to pick fruit or harvest crops. She was starting a new kind of business, buying up hens and taking them to the market to sell. That was her new money-making plan, working as a middleman to pocket the price difference, hoping to bring in more money for the family's living expenses. This chicken farm wasn't all that big, but it was large enough to supply the number she needed. She had already agreed on a price with the farm owner. Today her goal was to buy these chickens cage by cage, and then sell them at the market. She stopped buying eggs straight from the farm, and switched to buying full-grown hens instead, making her profit as a middleman. This kind of work was harder than just growing crops or raising animals directly, but it also brought in more money for her. She wasn't in a rush to sell the chickens. She wanted to collect them all first, and then take them to the market for a big sale all at once. During the buying process, Meng Ling was no beginner. She walked into the chicken coop with ease, reached out her hands, and quickly and accurately grabbed each hen that was for sale. Even though these hens struggled trying to get away, they couldn't escape her quick little hands. The woman moved fast, but she wasn't in a hurry. Every time she grabbed a chicken she looked totally calm. The hens in the coop all looked really lively and healthy. Their feathers were shiny, and they were full of energy. The woman noticed, even though they seemed a little scared when she reached for them. When she wasn't grabbing them, these hens weren't afraid at all. They just walked around the coop nice and easy, almost like they had no clue they were about to be bought. She could tell these chickens had been fed really well. The owner must have put a lot of effort into making sure they got enough food and care. The woman didn't grab too many at once. Instead, she took it step by step, putting each chicken into the prepared cages. Each cage could hold about 5 or 6 chickens, a decent size, just right to keep the chickens from bumping into each other during transport. Soon the woman had filled up 6 cages. Every cage had lively hens inside. She was really picky about which chickens she chose, making sure each one had a nice full body, clean feathers, and looked healthy and energetic. After all, she was selling top-quality hens. She wanted her customers to feel good about their purchase and trust what they were getting. Once all 6 cages were loaded, the woman walked over to the side of the coop and weighed each cage. Each cage weighed about 16 to 17 kilograms, easy for one person to carry. After weighing them, the woman took out the cash she had prepared and paid the farm owner. Then she hit the road back to the market. The weather was pretty nice today. The road was smooth and clean. The woman drove her three-wheeled bike, cruising easily on the concrete road. She started to feel more confident. After all, these hens were a pretty good deal. If things went smoothly, her earnings today would be pretty solid. She soon arrived at the familiar market, a place she frequented often. After parking her bike, she opened the cargo bed and set the cages full of hens on the ground one by one. Today she didn't let the hens out of the cages. Instead, she chose to show them right inside the cages. Doing it this way had 2 benefits. For one thing, customers could clearly see what each chicken looked like, making it easier to choose. And on the other hand, it also kept the hens from running all over the stall and messing up the sale. Even though it was really windy today, the market was still packed with people. The dusty weather didn't seem to stop customers from being eager to buy. People kept stopping by the woman's stall every now and then. She didn't push hard to sell. Instead, she patiently waited for customers to come up and ask, watching customer after customer pick out the hens they liked. A smile naturally spread across Meng Ling's face. She knew these hens were really popular, especially as the weather got colder. Everyone liked buying some chicken to make soup. It warms you up and helps boost your immune system. Whenever a customer settled on a hen they wanted, the woman would gently open the cage and quickly pull the chicken out. She was quick with her hands and tried to keep the chicken from flapping around. After getting the chicken, she would tie its legs together with a rope to make sure it wouldn't struggle or run off during transport. Even with the strong wind and dust flying around, customers kept buying and business went really smoothly. Soon the woman had sold all 6 cages of chickens. She packed up her stall and got ready to leave. Even though there weren't as many customers as usual today, the woman still felt satisfied. Every successful sale was the result of her hard work and persistence. Her heart was full of a sense of achievement and hope, thinking she could keep using this approach in the future. When she got home, she didn't take a break. She immediately started taking care of the piglets she was raising. The piglets in the pen had already gotten pretty fat. They were eating more and more. The woman prepared a bigger feeding trough for them, making sure they could enjoy their tasty feed to the fullest. The piglets seemed extra excited. Some even tried to jump into the feed bucket. Seeing how healthy they were, the woman's heart was full of joy. Then the woman fed her newly bought ducks and chicks. The little ducks were eating happily, and the chicks had already grown, a lot bigger than before. They pecked cheerfully at the feed, looking healthy and full of life. The woman thought to herself that the growth of these animals wouldn't be possible without her careful care. She needed to look after them every day, but she also knew that all this hard work would eventually pay off big time.